Namaste, Namaskaram, and welcome back to Infinite Abundance. Today, we are beginning something very special, a deeper exploration into Hindu rituals and practices. These are things many of us have seen since childhood. We chant Om, we draw the swastika, we ring a bell in temples, we revere the cow, we offer water to the sun, we worship trees. But have we ever paused and asked, why? Are these merely traditions passed down without meaning? Or are they encoded with layers of philosophy, psychology, ecology, and cosmic symbolism? Today, we begin uncovering that depth. Let's begin with the most fundamental sound in Sanatana Dharma, Om. When we chant Om, we are not merely uttering a syllable. We are invoking what the ancient seers described as the primordial vibration of existence. The Mandukya Upanishad, one of the shortest yet most powerful, profound Upanishads, declares that Om is the sound form of ultimate reality, the Brahman. Think about that. Not a word that describes reality, but a vibration that is reality. Om is composed of three phonetic components: A, O, M. These three sounds correspond to the cosmic functions: creation, associated with Brahma, preservation, associated with Vishnu, and dissolution, associated with Shiva. But the symbolism goes even deeper. A representation that the waking state is the reality we experience through our senses. O represents the dreaming state, the inner world of impressions and memory. M represents deep sleep, the state where individuality dissolves into rest. And then comes the silence after chanting Om. That silence represents Turiya, pure consciousness beyond waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. So, when we chant Om, we are aligning ourselves with the entire spectrum of consciousness. From a psychological perspective, chanting Om creates vibrations in the chest cavity and skull. Studies show it stimulates the vagus nerve and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, ultimately reducing stress and stabilizing breathing. Notice how you feel after chanting it slowly. Calmer, grounded, centered. Spiritually, Om reminds us that we are not isolated individuals. We are part of a cosmic vibration. That is why Om precedes almost every mantra. It is not just a sound. It is existence itself expressed as vibration. Next, let's talk about one of the most misunderstood symbols in the modern world, the swastika. The word comes from Sanskrit. Su meaning good, asti meaning existence. Swastika literally means may good prevail. This symbol is one of the most ancient sacred signs known to humanity, found in civilizations thousands of years old. In Vedic understanding, the swastika symbolizes the cyclical nature of time, the movement of sun, the four directions, and the four Vedas. Its clockwise orientation represents growth, expansion, and auspiciousness. You will see it at temple entrances, on wedding invitations, during housewarmings, and at the start of rituals. Unfortunately, in the 20th century, this sacred symbol was misappropriated in Europe and distorted into something political and violent. But the original swastika predates that misuse by thousands of years and is spiritually unrelated to it. In Hindu thought, the swastika represents stability within motion. Imagine the rotating universe, galaxies spinning, seasons cycling, life unfolding. Birth, growth, decay, renewal. The swastika reminds us that existence is not linear, it is cyclical. It is not a symbol of ideology, it is a symbol of cosmic harmony. Now let's look into why we ring a bell in a temple. Have you ever noticed what you instinctively do when entering a Hindu temple? You ring the bell. But why? Traditionally, temple bells are designed so that their sound resonates for several seconds. The vibration spreads in waves, filling the space. From a scientific perspective, such sustained sound vibrations can clear mental chatter, synchronize brain hemispheres, bring attention to the present moment, and spiritually, ringing the bell signifies something profound. It means I am leaving behind worldly distractions and entering sacred space. In Agamic temple traditions, it is believed the sound invites divine energies and drives away negative vibrations. Sound plays a central role in Hindu worship. Creation itself begins with sound, Om. So, ringing the bell is symbolic of re-entering cosmic harmony. It marks a transition from ordinary awareness to sacred awareness. It is a psychological reset, a declaration that this moment is different. This space is different. I am now present. Why do we revere the cow? Few topics generate as much curiosity as the reverence of the cow in Sanatana Dharma. To understand this, we must travel back to Vedic civilization, an agrarian society. In that world, cows were not symbolic, they were survival. They provided milk for nourishment, ghee for rituals and cooking, dung for fuel fertilizers, urine for medicinal applications, agriculture support for farming. In the Rig Veda, cows are described as wealth, but over time, this economic importance transformed into something deeper, gratitude. The cow became symbolic of nurturing motherhood, Gaumata. It consumes simple grass yet produces nourishing milk. It gives more than it takes. Spiritually, the cow represents selfless giving. So, reverence is not blind worship. It is civilizational gratitude encoded into ritual. Over centuries, ecology became symbolism, and symbolism became sacred. Now let's clarify an important philosophical distinction: Sanatana Dharma versus Hindu Dharma. Sanatana Dharma means eternal law. It does not refer to a religion in the modern sense. It refers to universal principles governing existence. These include Dharma, the righteous living, Karma, action and consequence, Samsara, cycle of rebirth, Moksha, the liberation. These principles are not confined to geography. They describe the mechanics of consciousness and existence. The term Hindu, however, has geographical origins. It comes from the Persian pronunciation of the river Sindhu, the Indus. It initially referred to people living beyond that river. Over time, it evolved into a cultural and religious identity. So, philosophically, Sanatana Dharma is timeless universal truth. Hinduism is the civilizational expression of that truth. Sanatana Dharma is broader than any label. It is not about conversion, it is about realization. Why is water offered to Surya Bhagavan? Every morning, across India, people stand facing the rising sun and offer water. Why? Surya, the sun god, is the most visible deity. Without the sun, life cannot exist. Offering water to sunrise operates on multiple levels. Physically, morning sunlight regulates circadian rhythm. The thin stream of water acts like a prism, softening the intensity of rays as you gaze towards the sun. Symbolically, it is an act of gratitude. In Aditya Hridayam, Surya is praised as the source of vitality, health, and strength. When offering water, the devotee cultivates discipline, waking early, standing in silence, acknowledging dependence on cosmic forces. It is a daily reminder we are sustained by something far greater than ourselves. Finally, let's talk about the peepal tree. It is sacred across traditions, associated with Lord Vishnu in Hinduism. It is under a peepal tree that Buddha attained enlightenment. In the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, the universe is described as an inverted cosmic tree, roots above, branches below. The peepal embodies this metaphor. Its roots represent the unseen, the spiritual realm. The peepal embodies this metaphor. Its roots represent the unseen, the spiritual realm. Its trunk represents the material world. Its constantly trembling leaves represents change. Ecologically, the peepal provides dense shade and supports biodiversity. It sustains life quietly. In ancient times, reverence ensured protection. By calling it sacred, society ensured it would never be cut down carelessly. Spiritual symbolism became environmental conservation. When we look at Hindu rituals superficially, they may appear repetitive or symbolic without context. But when we look deeper, we find psychology, ecology, cosmology, consciousness, and conscious science. Ritual in Sanatana Dharma is not a blind practice. It is embodied philosophy. It is philosophy lived through action. There are multiple parts to this particular set of Hindu rituals that we will be exploring. In part 2, we will continue exploring more practices and decode their inner meaning. If you found this meaningful, share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, tradition is not the worship of ashes, it is the preservation of fire. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, stay aligned with infinite abundance.